It is time to foam roll. All right, grab your foam roll. Let's come down to the floor. We're gonna start on our back. So you're gonna start from the base, right above the sacrum, and up to the top of the shoulders. We're rolling, and this should feel really good. We're keeping the hips lifted and feet flat on the floor. So we're gonna go about 10 rolls. So that's 6, 7, 8, just warming up the T-spine, 9, elbows are pulling together, and 10. Now we're gonna take that foam roller, keeping our feet flat, knees bent, and we're just gonna tilt it, and not tilt it, to move it to the outside to give us a little bit more to work with. Armpit, and we're lifting the hips up, and we are getting right behind the armpit, this chunky part of the muscle, the top of Latissimus dorsi. If lifting your hips is too much, you can always bring the hips down and just do small little rolls. The goal is to get the arm totally straight and let it relax. And again, we're gonna go about 10, 15, just depending on how tight this feels. And if it's really tight, just spend some time here. Get it released. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So all I'm doing is rolling. I'm gonna move my foam roller. I'm gonna extend the arm. I'm gonna pick up my hips. This is what the back looks like. And if you feel like you've got extra junk, you just tilt 1 inch higher, lower, right, left, go there. That's your hot spot. So again, 10 to 15 rolls. Then we are moving into off of the back and the lats to the IT band. IT band, you're gonna stick it, we're gonna roll from here to here, but we're gonna cut the leg in half. So we're gonna start off with the top 6 inches. So right in the middle of your leg, top leg comes forward, and the body is totally straight. So avoid crunching in, okay? We need to go from the middle of the leg to the top of the hip. We're getting a little bit of a TFL, IT band, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is so tight. Just go with it. It's gonna release. One day you're gonna get on here and you'll be like, it's, maybe like a 2 out of 10, not much in there today. But that's not today. So we wanna get from the top 6 inches up to the leg. Now we're gonna go to the bottom 6. So you'll see where my knee is. And then I'm going to the middle of the leg. And I'm stacking my legs here. And this can be done with both legs on top, bringing the intensity up. Or again, like I showed you before, sliding the top leg off, bringing the intensity down. We're gonna get both legs with the IT band. So that's the IT band. From here, we're gonna roll right onto the quad. And we are going up and down the quad. And so I have the foam roller. It's flat against the front of my leg. Flat against the front of my leg. And I'm gonna cross my ankles to bring the intensity up. And if it's too much, if it's like, oh my God, that hurts so much, then you take a leg off, and again, it's bringing the intensity down. So just depending on how tight that quad is. There we go. Okay, now let's flip over to the other side. I'm going to do the back shot. Again, we started from the middle, up to the hip, and I'm using my hands to do the push. My legs are relaxed, and if it's too hot, too tight, too tender, slide that top leg off. Give yourself a break. It doesn't need to be 10 out of 10 pain every second. Sometimes you can't avoid it. So now I'm going from the middle to the bottom, above the knee. So about 10, 15 rolls, depending how tight it is. From here, I'm just gonna turn, go right up the quad. I'm using my elbows here to roll back and forth up that quad. And sometimes if you tilt the hip just a little bit to the right or the left, because that quad has 4 muscles, 3 on the outer, 1 underneath, you'll get maybe a little bit more vastus, rather than right at the center on that rectus femoris. And even if you turn a little bit on the inside, you might get a little bit of adductor as well, which edges with the quad. And that feels really, really good when it